talented defensive units.
Both teams are very talented defensively. I think one thing that might make a difference in the ball game is the fact that Northern Valley, they just have that tremendous zone press defense, and they really lay it on you all the time throughout the whole game, and it's really going to be a matter of whether Kensington can handle.
They're ready to start up action. First game of second round action. Davis jumping up against Grauerholz. Here's the toss, controlled by Grauerholz. The Goldbugs going right to left. Northern Valley back in that zone defense. Left side, Norton. 1-3-1 Northern Valley defense down on the baseline. Shot put up by Kensington. That's a Grauerholz. Her shot doesn't go in the follow. Chris gets it. First 2 points of the ball game. Kensington with a 2-point lead, and they did it against that zone. Grauerholz followed her shot, and she got it.
Well, that's one thing Kensington is going to have to do. They're going to have to be able to get the offensive rebound tonight.
Down low to Monica Ross from Stacy Ross, thrown out of bounds. Turnover for Northern Valley. Here come the Goldbugs against that Northern Valley pressure. Long outlet pass on the drive with the shot. Michelle Werner, she goes up on the layup off the fast break, because that time they didn't have any trouble with the zone full court pressure, and there's a foul on the play. The foul is going to be on, I believe, Kaiser. I'm not too sure. It was 20-something. We'll check, though. It could have been Davis or Kaiser. Again, the scorer's table on the far side, and we're up on the opposite side, up high. Nice facilities, but a little distance between us and the scorer's table. The first one by Werner is good. Makes it 3-0. Kensington on top. Second shot by Werner. Bounces in and out. Down with the rebound, Monica Ross. Kensington back quickly on defense. Turnovers were a factor in both of these ball games in their first round action. Tapped out by Grauerholz, though Stacy Ross comes back down with it. They're in a zone of their own. Ross on the right side from the baseline thought about the shot. Norton jumped up in her face. Back out front. Kaiser on the drive. Nothing there. That defense by Kensington cutting off the lanes to the basket. Ross with a shot from the right side from 15. No good off the baseline on the follow, Davis. No rebound, but I think the foul's going to be called on Sides for Northern Valley. Yes, it is. Rhonda Sides trying to gain position, and she got into foul trouble early in that Logan ball game, and she had to sit on the bench for a few minutes.
Yeah, she did, but not before she did a lot of damage to Logan, especially when they're trying to make their comeback in the third quarter. She really shot well from the outside.
Long down court pass to Grauerholz. She gets it up against Davis. Her shot doesn't fall. Controlled by Northern Valley on the rebound, is lost, pulled down by Werner. She gets the shot to follow. Northern Valley had the rebound. They lost it though, and Werner came up with a loose ball. 5-0. Kensington jumping out early. Northern Valley not used to being down early in a ball game. We'll see how they react. Monica Ross on the right side. Her shot doesn't go. Sides with the rebound. She puts it up, and it's blocked by Werner. She comes down with a loose ball, but it's taken away by Kaiser. Cross the lane pass to Davis. Kensington heading down court, but they got back on defense. Shot from the left wing by Stacy Ross doesn't go. She follows right side, and there's going to be a whistle. We're going to have a jump off.
Lance, Kensington dropping way down in that zone. They've got Grauerholz and Werner. I guess you could probably dub them as the Twin Towers, both of them 5'10", and they're playing that zone packed in real tight.
Tip controlled by Ross. Left side, Davis over pressure. Her shot's up, and she's going to draw the foul. It's going to be on number 14 for Kensington. That's Michelle Werner coming into the ball game for Northern Valley. Number 13, that's Jamie Covington, a 5'8" junior. Taking a chair right now, Stacy Ross. At the line, Tisha Davis, a fine athlete, a good one-on-one ball player. She had 22 points against Logan, and she's been averaging in double figures all season. 5-0 Kensington, 6:10 to go in this first quarter, and Tisha puts Northern Valley on the scoreboard for the first time today, 5-1. 2 dribbles, and she eyes it for the second one. Deep breath, shots up, and she gets it. Fine free throw shooter. She gets them both from the line. 5-2 now. Kensington with the lead. Grauerholz down court. Almost taken away by Kaiser, and we've got a whistle, and it's going to be a turnover as Werner stepped out of bounds as she ran down the loose ball. Pressure applied by Kaiser. Turnover for Kensington. Kaiser, right side to side. Down low to Monica Ross. Nothing there. Cut off by Grauerholz. Sides on the right baseline. Right side, Kaiser, looking across the lane, back down low, taken away by Norton. And we've got a quick whistle as Sides and Norton were battling for the ball. They both barely got their hands on it, and a jump ball was called. Both players down, no contact. Good call by the official. Sides against Norton. Toss up, controlled by Norton. Tipped out to Rice. She can't control it. It's out of bounds, and Northern Valley gets the basketball. They're going left to right. They're in their green jerseys and green pants with the white numerals. Kensington, white jerseys and gold pants with the black numerals. Kaiser, top of the key. Gets that Northern or Kensington zone. Turnaround jumper by Ross from the baseline, too hard. Pulled down by sides. She's in the right corner now. Back out top to Kaiser. On the dribble. Right wing. She gets it to go. And it's going to count. She drew the foul as she drove into that zone. Penetrated, put up the jump shot. And the foul on number 15 for Kensington, Denise Rice. That's her first. 5-4. Northern Valley trailing by a point. Kaiser showing her quickness that time. Both coaches feel they match up fairly well in quickness. And in size, the height is about the same. Missed free throw, but followed by Kaiser. She gets her shot and it doesn't go. Out of bounds, but they're going to say it's partially blocked. Stacy Ross back into the ballgame. Covington taking a chair next to head coach Bill Lowry. So it's going to be Northern Valley basketball. Sides to inbounds the ball on the right side. And we have an inbounds violation. They said she stepped on the inbounds line. Interesting situation. There's a wide black line and then a thin red line that they cannot step over. So it might be a little deceptive sometimes.
What I believe they called was one of the players got inside that zone between the red and black lines, and you're not allowed to do that. You've got to stay inside the red line.
Norton on the top of the key. Right side, or left side rather, Rice, and back to Norton. Grauerholz is down low on the right side. Back cross lane to Norton. Down low, left side, that's Werner. She was open for a second. Grauerholz left baseline over Ross. Her shot doesn't go from 5. Sides gets the loose ball. Rhonda Side seems to go wherever the loose ball goes. She seems to pick up a lot of rebounds on the weak side. Stacy Ross, right side. Her jumper over Grauerholz goes. Stacy Ross does not have a good shooting game against Logan, but she got 2 in there. 6-5 now. Northern Valley with a point lead. Full court pressure. 4:46 to go. Northern Valley takes the lead, and there's a turnover. Kaiser comes up with it. Kaiser, right side. Stacy Ross. Way across lane over to sides. High pass back to Kaiser. Top of the key. Her shot off the front of the rim. Norton comes down with a rebound. She outlets to Rice on the dribble, left side, going to the basket. It's taken away by Side. Fine defensive play by Rhonda Side. She just stepped right in front of a Kaiser going to the, or rather Rice going to the basket, and she ran out of bounds with the ball, but she stopped the layup.
Didn't really knock it away, more like just grab the handoff from center or something.
Grabbed and ran, handoff. She went out of bounds with a shot by Norton from the left corner. Doesn't go. Northern Valley comes down with a rebound, but we've got a jump ball. Going to the line will be Monica Ross and Michelle Werner. Crossed by the official, controlled by Werner over to Norton. Down low to Grauerholz. Move inside. Her shot up, and she's fouled. Foul by number 32, Monica Ross. That's going to be her first. The signs, as we indicated, maybe at this point a little bit even. Northern Valley, a very physical team, though. That worried head coach Jeff Yoxel. He felt his kids, if they could get the running game going, they would be able to stay in the ball game. First shot by Chris Grauerholz. That's her third point, goes in. Tie ball game now. Boy, a lot of good athletes out on this floor today. Those teams with only 1 loss each. Second shot by Grauerholz goes off the right side, and it goes off Monica Ross out of bounds. So Northern Valley loses the basketball. Kensington takes advantage of it, throwing the ball inside is Werner. Inbounds to Grauerholz, right baseline. Down low pass intended for Werner. Knocked loose. Werner comes up with a loose ball on the left side. Her shot too hard. Knocked out of bounds. Sides hustling for it. Saves it back into Davis. Hit last out of bounds, and they're going to say Kensington basketball. A lot of hustle on both teams.
Lance, that was a very interesting inbounds play. Kind of a double post screen. They're both 4 people lined up on each corner of the key, and it's kind of a double post screen. A very interesting inbounds play by Kensington.
It was effective as they got inside that packed tight zone. Defense by Northern Valley. Shot from the right wing by Norton. Goes in. That's her spot. She likes shooting from the wing. She did so the other night.
Norton, one of the best outside shooters for Kensington.
8-6 now. Kensington with a 2-point lead. Cross-court pass sides, down left baseline to Davis. Turnaround jumper over Grauerholz, and she gets it to fall. They're taking it right to Grauerholz as Davis will go to the line in the ballgame. Covington. It's going to be the first foul on Grauerholz, taking a seat. Monica Ross this time. Chris Grauerholz, her first foul. And Davis with 4 points on the afternoon. She goes to the line. For Norton, that was her first bucket of the afternoon. Tie ball game now. Chance for a lead. Davis at the line. She misses it off the back of the heel. Sides keeps it alive, and again a quick whistle. In the middle of it, Grauerholz. Covington going to the line as she was tied up by Grauerholz, and that's one thing Chris did in that ball game in their first round action against Palco. Boy, she was inside on everything, rebounds and shots. Tap control by Chris. She knocks it outside into the ball game right now. Over to Tina Hudson. Left side, Hudson down low to Grauerholz. In the lane to Hudson, who was cutting a good give and go. Off the back, no good. Controlled by Stacy Ross. Fine ball movement from Hudson to Grauerholz, back to Hudson, but they couldn't get the shot to drop. On the move, down the lane is Kaiser. Blocked there by Grauerholz, some contact, but no whistle. So Chris Grauerholz gets the block shot on Kaiser as she drove down the lane. Tie ball game, folks. 3:05 to go. First round, second round plays, first quarter. Cheyenne Conference Tournament ball game. Rice down to Grauerholz, back to the right side to Norden. No shot there. Again, Northern Valley in a 1-3. Norden shooting over that 1-3 zone. Doesn't go. Sides with the rebound, again on the weak side. Rhonda Sides continues to garner those rebounds. 8-8, 2:45 to go. First quarter action. Sides with a shot from the right side on the wing from 15. Gets it to go. Rhonda Sides had 12 points against Logan. That's her first two tonight. 10-8 lead now. Northern Valley in front. Kensington breaks that pressure. Over to Rice on the right across the timeline. On the dribble. Top of the key. Puts up a play. The left hand indicates what she wants. Dribbling against Kaiser, who's on that pointing on that 1-3. Grauerholz, right baseline under pressure. Her shot doesn't go with the follow. Hudson, no good. Two shots, and it's ripped down there by Stacy Ross. Stacy Ross gets it over to Kaiser. 2:05 to go, first quarter play. 2-point lead for Northern Valley. 10-8. Rhonda Sides, jumper right baseline. Pulled down by Warner, but knocked out of bounds by Sides as she came back to try to get the ball, but she knocked it out of bounds. Inbounding the basketball now for Kensington. Norden. Jackie Norden doing the honors, looking against that pressure. Finds Rice, but we've got a whistle. They're going to say that she stepped over the line when she threw it in. Leaning over the line, trying to find somebody who was open that time. Almost used up her time, but she threw the ball long and stepped on the line in doing so. Turnover for Kensington. Northern Valley on the attack. Kaiser, left side over to Stacy Ross, left baseline side. Nothing there. She gives it back out top to Davis. Looking inside, over to Sides, knocked there by Hudson. Inside to Kaiser, who is cutting towards the basket. That was second shot by Crawford. Still Covington with the follow. Knocked down over the lane. Kensington comes up with it. That's Norton. The first shot was by Davis, and she cut off the pass from Kaiser. Now the Grauerholz turns against Covington. Loses the ball. On the short dribble, gets it back. 1:30 to go. That took a lot of time off the clock on that excursion downfield for Northern Valley. Pass across the lane. Thrown out of bounds as it went through Hudson's hand. So another turnover for Kensington. And head coach Jeff Yoxel, that's 4 in the ball game, gets off his chair and says calm down a little bit. He indicates they've been averaging right around 19 turnovers a ball game. Against Logan, they had 21. Davis right side, down the middle of the lane to Covington, tied up there by Grauerholz.
Lance, I talked to a lot of people before this game started. Most of them think they would be surprised if either one of these girls' games tonight go over 20 points. Both teams with outstanding defense.
Lost by the official. Covington knocks it back. Grauerholz gets the second tap, though, and knocks it over to Norden. Her pass to Hudson on the far side, almost out of her reach. Pass back to Norden, almost taken by Kaiser. This time Stacy Ross does the honors, up and off the glass. The pressure pays dividends that time. 2 points for Northern Valley, 12-8. Long down court pass, all the way on the right side to Werner. Her shot doesn't go. And she's going to be called with a foul on the follow as she missed her shot. Werner gets called with a foul. Taking a seat will be Davis into the ballgame. Monica Ross on Michelle Werner. That's going to be her second foul. 12-8. Northern Valley with a lead, 53 seconds. That time, Kensington able to run. They got the fast break going. They were very cold on the floor from Palco. They didn't have the advantage of putting up so many shots. Tonight, they're going to need to have a hot hand and get those first shots to fall or have a lot of second shot opportunities.
That's right, Lance. They're not going to be able to have second and third opportunities like they had in their first ball game. They're going to have to be able to hit the shots this evening.
Followed by Ross goes in. She gets it. 4 points for her. Northern Valley scores on their trip down 14-8 now. Grauerholz going down the left side of the lane. Loses it. Rice comes up with it. Against that Northern Valley zone. Rice brings it back on the dribble out to the top of the key. Good bounce pass to Kaiser. Turn around. Pass down to Werner. Back to Kaiser. Rice would say to Grauerholz. Back out front to Rice. Her shot way short. Covington comes up with it. Tried to outlet it to Sides, but it's off of Hudson's hands as she stepped in between the passers. The passer and the passee, I should say. Into the ball game for Kensington, number 33, Faye Hahn, a 5'6" junior. She had a good ball game against Palco. Both of these clubs had a solid first outing, although a few things that the coaches didn't like to see. They picked up the win. We're down to 2 seconds. Shot by Sides on the left baseline is blocked nicely and cleanly that time by Kensington. Doing the honors on the block, number 33, Faye Hahn, who just checked into the ball game. That's the end of the first quarter. 14-8, Northern Valley with a 6-point lead. We'll be back for more on Stereo Country 95 after this timeout.
Some of the fine sponsors helping bring you Northern Valley basketball on KKAN. This girls' game include Kelling's Fine Foods and Working at Scholarship Time. used by Stereo Control 95.
Kensington controls the snap, and we're seeing the second quarter action. 14-8 Northern Valley with a lead. Denial type defense draws a foul right there. The foul's going to be on number 34, Stacy Ross. That time Kensington trying to dribble around the pressure. Head coach Phil Lowry likes to in their face and make them look down court. You take away their line of sight. Grauerholz left lane. Trying to drive. Right side. That time Grauerholz. Closer. The afternoon portion of our Cheyenne conference. Jim Barrett, the principal for Kensington, indicated that this is the Sunshine Conference. One shot, that's all they got. That time after the jump ball. Kaiser reaches in. Threw it on the left side.
Under pressure, and they're trying everything they can to put more pressure on Denise Rice, as she will do most of the ball handling.
Rice at the line nabs the first one, 14-9 now. Both teams in the bonus situation already. Second shot by Rice, draws nothing but net as it swishes home. Defense, the Kensington fans yelling. They get back in their half-court defense. Almost a 2-1-2 shot by Kaiser over the top. Nothing there. Grauerholz with a rebound on the outlet to Rice. Here come the Goldbugs down the left side. Missed shot by Rice. And a quick whistle. The official underneath calls a jump ball. Trailing official almost wanted to call a foul, but he gave way to the official underneath. He got a jump ball. Kaiser against, I believe, Hudson.
Well, Lance, there you see an example of what Kensington likes to do. They like to get the defensive rebound and start a fast break. That's the way they've been getting the majority of their baskets this year.
Northern Valley looks to fast break a little bit of their own. Both teams extremely quick, and they're showing it. Sides on the right side, back out front to Kaiser. Davis, right wing. Kaiser, free throw line, right baseline, sides inside low to Davis. Back to sides. Her shot way off the mark over the far side. Ross with the rebound. And we've got a whistle and a call, I believe. He's going to go against Monica Ross. A foul on Monica Ross. She was trying to gain position inside. Now the official caught her. It's going to be an offensive foul. Foul on Monica. It's going to be Kensington basketball. Or did they indicate just a turnover? Maybe it was, I don't see an indication on the foul. He went over and showed a number. We won't give a foul to Monica Ross. There was contact. Maybe it was just a turnover. She was in the lane 3 seconds. Kensington basketball at any rate. Down low. Back out top of the key to Rice. Nothing there. Left side, Norden. Faye Hahn with a shot from the left baseline. Doesn't go. Stacy Ross rips down the rebound on the far side. 14-10. Northern Valley with a 4-point lead now.
Neither team getting more than one or two shots every time down the floor. Usually just one.
Fine with a long at the side. Sides trying to get the pass through. Ran out of room, though, with the basketball. Northern Valley, full court pressure. Kensington breaks it, though. On the attack is Grauerholz. And we've got a whistle. There's going to be a turnover against Kensington as Grauerholz was called with a traveling call going around that pressure by Northern Valley. 7 on the ball game for Kensington. Kensington has been turning the ball over with frequency, according to head coach Johnson, but they've managed to win. Knocked out of bounds, and Northern Valley will retain it. Kensington back in it. It looks like a box almost, a 2-1-2, but Growlerholt's playing that middle position, will sag towards the basket. It looks almost like a 2-3 zone sometimes. Davis left side, doesn't go. Growlerholt with a rebound. Outlets to Rice, who was waiting at the half-court line. Kaiser quickly back on defense. Rice pulls up to the line, and lane, and she gets it for 5. Nice basket by Denise Rice. 4 points for her. 2-point lead for Northern Valley. Growlerholt's doing a good job controlling that middle. Stacy Ross doesn't go. Norton gets the rebound. She outlets to Rice, but taken away by Kaiser. Kaiser to the right side. No good. Tips around, controlled by, this time, Kensington. Norton comes up with it, outlets to Growlerholt. She loses it, has to pull up and stop. Back to Hahn, and they're going to call double back as Growlerholt had it, knocked it back. Pass intended for Hahn, but it was too hard. Turnover for Kensington, so Northern. Kensington, just by 2. Into the ballgame, Tanya Valine for Northern Valley. Her pass down low to Davis. Right baseline shot, pulls in. Davis. The turnaround jumper from the baseline. That's 6 for Tisha. 16-12 now, Northern Valley. Northern Valley's coming out in a man-to-man defense. Out of their zone now. This might be to Kensington's advantage. Knocked out by Davis. It's going to be Kensington basketball. Man-to-man before the pass. Their quickness tends to give them an edge, but like we said, both teams extremely quick. Rice. Left side, over to Norton. She's on the wing. She likes that spot. Growlerholt's cross lane to Hudson. Right side, taken away by Davis. Davis comes up with a steal. And that time, Kensington moving the ball around fairly well. Back out to Kaiser, over to the lead. Got a whistle. It's going to be a 3-second call, probably against Monica Ross, it looked like. Another turnover for Northern Valley. And Ron, you were talking between breaks. What's the best way to, well, before we get to that, steal by Kaiser? I guess that's not the best way. Shot by Stacy Ross goes, and see if they count it. We have a whistle. Yes, the basket is good. Stacy Ross gets the shot. There's going to be a foul against Kensington. Let's see who we've got it called on.
I believe it's going to be on Hudson, Lan.
Number 25, Hudson. So going to the line will be Tanya Valine. The basket by Ross is good. Badgering for position in there. Hudson got called for the foul. Ross misses the first one, but there's Stacy Ross to follow, and she gets it. Stacy Ross with 8 points on the ball game. 20-12 now, Northern Valley.
Big 4-point swing for Northern Valley. They now have an 8-point lead.
What's the best way to break that trap man pressure like that?
When you're going up against a man-to-man trap, the best way to get through it is to dribble it one-on-one, and then if anyone starts to come over and help you, someone is going to be open. Northern Valley seems to be a little bit different. It seems to be more like a box-and-one. Whoever's in your area, you do pick them up, and you play them man-to-man most of the time, but they have one person that is usually free, and they can try to get the trap right away on the inbounds. They don't guard the person throwing in the ball.
Kaiser picks up a foul, sending Rice to the line. Rice makes the front end of this 1-1. Both teams in the bonus into the ball game for Kensington. Michelle Crine, a 5'4" senior, also back into the ball game. Number 14, Michelle Werner. Second shot by Rice doesn't go, but there's Norton with the rebound. Wanting to put up a shot, blocked off by Stacy Ross. Knocked back out to Crine. Right side Norton over to Rice. Down low to Growlerholt in the lane, and we've got a whistle. Let's see. Getting ready to come back into the ball game. Rhonda Side. It's going to go against Northern Valley. Foul on number 32. That will be Monica Ross. That should be number 3 on Monica. So Covington comes back into the ball game along with Sides. At the line, Chris Growlerholt. She had 17 points against Palco. The 5'10" senior did. Trouble was, her shot doesn't go this time. Controlled there by Northern Valley. That's Stacy Ross pulling it down. Chris was 7 of 25 from the field. She ended up with 17 points, but put up a lot of shots that didn't go down. Shot from the left wing by Stacy Ross, no good. Tanya Valine comes down with a rebound. Rhonda Sides into Stacy Ross. Partially blocked by Growlerholt. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Northern Valley basketball. Aha, we spotted our banner. Our banner was missing.
Incident.
We'll talk about that later. Valine with the shot on the right side. She gets it. Tanya Valine, the 5'5" sophomore, picks up her first 2 points of the ball game. 22-13. Northern Valley with the lead. Growlerholt's posting in the middle. Gets it. Looks down low to Crine. Taken away by Northern Valley. And coming up with a loose ball after that is Werner. So They're playing tit for tat. The bottom line is Kensington gets the basketball back. Down low to Werner, left side. Looking inside, nothing there. Back out top to right. Sides trying to get the loose ball. She reached in and she's going to be called with a foul.
Lance, right now Kensington just is not used to so much pressure. Northern Valley is just so quick. They just hustle so much on defense and everything and move the ball around that Kensington is not coming to the ball, and that's what's causing a lot of the passes to be intercepted right now.
Palco did not apply that much pressure against Kensington in that ball game. They're getting it though today. First shot by Rice goes in. Denise Rice with 6 points on the ball game. Second shot by Rice off the front of the heel doesn't go. 22-14 now. 2:20 to go in this ball game. Northern Valley with the lead. Free throw shooting was not the strong suit for Kensington against Palco either. Down low to Davis, knocked out of bounds. That's going to be touched last by Davis. Northern Valley loses it. Kensington gets it back. And I have to laugh because they're putting our banner back up for us. Thank you, girls. Kensington basketball. They're on the attack. They're going right to left. Oh, this is service. This is great. Northern Valley gets it back. So turnovers right now. They're trading turnovers. Just as I say that, Northern Valley commits a turnover. Tanya Valine driving down court off the steal. Loses the basketball. That's number 8 for Northern Valley. Kensington inbounding the basketball in front of the Northern Valley bench. Rice on the inbound. She drives on the right side. And there's contact. Let's see, going down is Covington and Rice. Going to call a jump ball situation, said the official. Covington at 5'8", a junior, and Rice, a 5'5" senior. See if the height advantage makes any difference. Tap control by Covington. Sides comes up with the basketball. Back to Sides from Stacy Ross on the dribble, right side. Off the foot of Denise Rice. Northern Valley basketball. Good crowds by both schools. Northern Valley on the far side. Kensington just down to our right. Sides on the dribble. Inside to Covington. Over to Stacy Ross. Good ball movement. Her shot doesn't go from the left baseline. And Sides runs down the basketball. Trying to force the pass inside to Davis. But Grauerholz comes up with it. She looked for an outlet pass. And she overpassed everybody. Northern Valley runs down the basketball. Stacy Ross doing the honors. Back to Valine on the right side on the dribble against that tough zone defense. Shot by Sides doesn't go. Northern Valley, just one shot. Kensington on the fast break opportunity. Shot doesn't fall. Denise Rice had the shot, but it didn't go in. Davis back the other way, thinking about going up out of bounds with the basketball. So it's going to be Kensington ball. 22-14. Not a lot of points scored, but boy, that ball's been going up and down the court at a fast pace. 1:04 to go in this second quarter action. First half play from Palco. Got a whistle. Ball player tying her shoe. Let's see. Foul on Kensington. I believe it's going to be called on number 25 or number 15. We didn't catch the call. Let's see.
I believe it's going to be on number 15. That'd be Denise Rice, and that's her second foul.
Denise reaching in underneath. Sides with her first free throw. Doesn't go, and another whistle. That time going up for the rebound was Grauerholz, and she backed into Ross, and they said Ross was over her back. Good positioning by Chris Grauerholz. Stacy Ross will take a chair. That's her second foul. Grauerholz going to the line. Let's see someone into the ball game. Werner at the line. So I guess it was Werner who had good position. Grauerholz was in the area. That time Werner went up with Stacy Ross, and they called a foul on Ross. Werner at the line. She gets it. Michelle Werner. Her fourth point of the ball game. 22-14. Northern Valley. Second jump shot from the line goes in. Werner, 2 from the line. A minute to go now, 22-16. Kensington back in their zone, right side. Sides, cross lane to Valine, puts up a shot, partially blocked by Werner. There's a follow by Davis as she came down for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds. Saved by Norton. Over to Rice. Good athletic move by Norton. That time Valine comes in and takes it away. She stepped in front of Grauerholz. Boy. A lot of ball movement, not a lot of points. Davis, left side over Grauerholz. Her shot off the glass goes from the left wing. Tisha Davis on a jump shot. Good move inside. 24-16, Northern Valley.
Well, Tisha Davis just about has that turnaround jump shot off the glass wire. She throws it real high off the glass, and she's able to get it over Grauerholz's reach.
Knocked back out by Valine. Left side now to Werner. Doesn't follow. Valine pulls down the board. Both teams able to get the fast breaks going. Not a lot of shots dropping. 7 seconds now. Davis, turnaround jumper, high arch off the front of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds in the vicinity. Jordan, Valine, and Werner. They're going to say it's Northern Valley basketball with just a second to go. 24-16. Northern Valley with that lead. Sides inbounding the basketball. Looking for the cutter. There's in the bounds to Covington. The shot gets off, and it doesn't go. It's off the front of the lip, and it's going to be the end of the first half. 24-16. Northern Valley with the lead, but not by much. We'll be back to wrap up this first half right after this on Stereo Country 95.
Some of the fine people helping bring you this Kensington game on.
So, against Palco, Kensington, on the other hand, defensively, let Palco put up 53 shots, but they only shot 20% from the field. And what they did the second half, they were able to take away that second shot capacity from Palco. They're going to have to do that against Northern Valley if they're going to stay in this ball game and stay as close and make a run at Northern Valley at this point. Again, 24-16 our lead. We're just seconds away from our second half action. Again, this is a game that features two very talented squads. Between them, 2 losses, 1 apiece. Both teams are sound on defense, and offensively, that might be the weakling for Kensington. They have the good shots. They haven't been shooting the high percentage plus the turnover. Northern Valley, well, their weakness might be their shot spot a little bit on the defensive boards. Offensively, they're getting the second shot. They're coming up for down, but as Coach Valley, they turn the ball.
Your full court defense really gives them more opportunities. They got the first mark.
Down right side, Hudson, her shot for the baseline goes as Northern Valley, Kensington controlled the tip, and they get the first 2 points of the second half of the board. First 2 points for Tina. 24-18 now, Northern Valley with the lead. 7:41 to go, just underway, third quarter action. Kensington dropping back in their zone again. Kaiser, right side, Ross back out to Kaiser, right side of the free throw line, off the front of the rim, no good. Stacy runs down the ball in the corner though. Northern Valley going right to left side, inside to Davis, off Davis's hands, out of bounds. It's going to be Kensington basketball. Here comes Northern Valley with that full court pressure again. We've talked about it in the first half. Norton inbounds the basketball to Rice, Rice in the dribble, right to left hand. She pulls up her dribble, Northern Valley to the rim. Right side, Kaiser down to Kaiser, down low to side. Her shot doesn't go. She gets it. Second try by Rhonda Side. Gives her fourth point of the game. 26-18, Northern Valley on the lead. Right side, Werner looking down low for Groundholes. Cut off there by Stacy Ross. They're back in there. Man-to-man pressure again. Shot by Werner on the left side, and she's fouled.
Werner's got the height advantage along with Groundholes. They'd be, I think, maybe a little bit better off than where they've got triple threat position, so they call themselves dribble, shoot, or pass.
I agree with Taylor. The real Rhonda is her third. She misses the rim element. Calls this tournament, either the free throw shooter stepping over the line or a teammate or opponent stepping into the lane before the shot is taken. That one was negated as she got it to fall, so no points for Kensington. 26-18. Whistle down low. Groundholes comes up with a steal. Kensington gets the basketball. Turnover to foul underneath. A foul against Northern Valley.
I did not see who they called that one on. Again, man-to-man pressure. This time they are pressuring the ball inbounds, Lance.
Full court pressure applied to three-quarter court pressure. But it's broken on the dribble by Rice, and that's a good way to do it if you can take it against that man defense like Northern Valley has. Pass inside the lane, right side Groundholes, turnaround jumper to the right side, that's it. Chris Groundholes with only her 5th point of the ball game. She had 17 against Falco. 6-point lead now. Inside move by Kaiser off the back of the rim. Werner with the outlet pass and the rebound. Here comes Judy Rice. Sides back on defense. She pulls up, puts up a shot from the left side. She gets it. Kensington making a run right now. 8 points for Rice, 26-22, 6:10 to go. Third quarter action, Northern Valley with a lead, but Kensington making a strong bid to take it away. Zone defense by Kensington, working the ball around well as Northern Valley. Right side, sides of the drive over Norton. Her shot from the baseline goes in from 15, and she was behind the basket, close to the out-of-bounds line. Slides with a nice touch. 6 points for her. Steal by Northern Valley. Easy 2 points as Kaiser took it off the pass and she got it. 4 points for her now. 30-22, just like that. It's 8-point lead again. So a 4-point turnaround. Grauerholz pulls up on the far side right in front of the scorer's table. She gets a dribble off. They break the pressure. Norton hands the ball off to Rice. The floor general will put it into work. Into Grauerholz. Back out to the right side. Hudson, her jumper on the right wing doesn't go. Pulled down by Stacy Ross. They need a big rebounding game from her. Grauerholz has been controlling the middle so far, at least on those defensive boards. Ball thrown out of bounds. Northern Valley loses it. So Kensington gets the basketball. A couple players coming into the ball game. Finding the lead for Northern Valley. And number 21, Annette Peterson. Full court man-to-man pressure applied by Northern Valley. Kensington. Might get it on the dribble. That's Peterson. We'll see. They'll set up their offense. Trying to spread out that. Now look at catch for Lowry stays with it. Peterson brought him out the shot, back to right. He pulls it back out. They're going to reset their offense. He'll be very patient. Back to two. The player on third the lane, and they're going to say she's fouled by Melissa Ross. As she tries to get the ball away, she reached inside, though, as she cut across with Grauerholz, and that should be foul number 3. That's for Monica to take notes indeed. Jamie Covington checking into the ball game, the junior. Covington takes it away in the lead. Over for Kensington. Kaiser up the middle, right on the right. The Goldbugs. Defense has been effective. Valine over the zone from the right side, doesn't go, knocked down. Last touch by Kensington. Valine chasing it down as it went out of bounds, but she couldn't get to it. A good thing for her because it was off a Goldbug. 8-point lead for Northern Valley. Right side. She pumps one up from 15. No good. Peterson with the rebound. Outlets to Rice, but Valine is there to cut it off. Peterson on the dribble goes right over Rice. Nearly took her face off when she stepped over her. She got the dribble over the timeline, though. Down low, left side to Werner. Taken away by Tisha Davis. Werner went down. Davis looked around waiting for the whistle, but no whistle was called. Clean steal. Kaiser on the dribble. Against pressure by Rice, and they're going to say she traveled with the basketball. She scooted her pivot foot, and she was being pressured by Rice. Good pressure that time by Denise Rice, the senior, for Kensington. 30-22, Northern Valley. 4:04 to go. Loose ball, knocked away by Sides, picked up by Covington. Over to Kaiser, left side. Back out to Sides at the top of the key. Over to the lane, right side. Cross lane pass to Kaiser. Putting up a shot, nothing there though. Peterson blocking it. Down low to Covington on the right side, and we've got 3 seconds on Northern Valley. Good ball movement on the outside as Ross was trying to establish position on the inside. Nothing there, and she got caught pitching a 10 in the lane.
17 turnovers for Northern Valley. Kensington with 17 also.
Fast break, Grauerholz against Davis. Her shot doesn't go. Good D by Davis. Grauerholz running down the loose ball. 3 players down. That's Norton, Grauerholz, and Valine. Going to the line will be Jackie Norton, a senior, jumping it up against Tanya Valine, the sophomore. Height advantage to Norton. 3:40 to go, third quarter action. Tosses up, tapped around, no one gets it. They were batting it up and down, and finally Valine came down with it. You can't do that when you're in the jump circle unless it's touched beforehand by the other ball player. It looked like both of them touched it, but Valine came down with a tap. It has to be tapped out of that circle. So Kensington gets the basketball. Warner inbounds it to Grauerholz. Grauerholz from the right wing, doesn't go off the glass. Valine fighting for the rebound underneath, and we've got a jump ball as Sides dived in to the pile. She'll be going to the jump ring against Werner. Into the ball game, Stacy Ross taking a seat, Tanya Valine.
Lance, one thing you notice, Northern Valley much shorter than Kensington, but they are keeping the ball alive. As soon as Werner or Grauerholz are trying to get the rebound, someone's there to knock it out of their hands or try to tip the ball and keep it alive.
Grauerholz on the right wing, or rather right baseline, back out top, cross the lane to Norton. She runs it down, high pass. Down left baseline, Werner. Looking inside to Grauerholz. She's fronted it, fronted by Kaiser, back by Covington, and the ball's taken away. Grauerholz goes down, got a whistle. She went down on the floor after the ball was taken away. She did manage to get her hands back on it. We've got a jump ball situation. Stacy Ross against Chris Grauerholz for Kensington. Tap up, controlled by Ross, but Peterson runs down the loose ball for Kensington. Right side, Grauerholz. Norden down low looking for Werner. Tapped away by Ross, but Werner for Kensington runs it down. Northern Valley now in their zone again at 1-3-1. Kaiser, or rather Rice on the right side, over to Peterson. Fake the shot over sides, nothing there. Back out top of the key. Norden, she'll take it from the free throw line. Short of the mark. Grauerholz battling for the rebound over the back of Davis. They're going to call jump basketball. Good call by the officials as the taller Grauerholz got her hands on the basketball after Davis brought it down, and they're going to have another jump ball call. That's the third we've seen on this end on the possession for Kensington. Toss up, one by Grauerholz. So Kensington taking advantage of maybe a little bit their little taller team right now. Shot from the left side by Werner goes in. Michelle Werner gets a bucket. 7 points for her, 30-24. Northern Valley with the lead. Kensington took 3 tries to get it down, 3 jump ball turns, and they finally got it. 2:25 to go. Shot from the right wing by Stacy Ross. No good. We've got a whistle as Covington goes down. Sides was underneath. Norden was in between. It's going to go the way of Kensington. Foul on number 15 for Northern Valley. So for Rhonda Sides, that's going to be her 4th foul. Rhonda with 4 and Monica Ross with 4 for Northern Valley. No one in foul trouble for Kensington. 30-24, Northern Valley with the lead. Taken away by Davis, picked back up by Werner, and they're going to say that she was traveling with the basketball. Lucky thing for Northern Valley because Kaiser came back, or rather Davis came back and had Werner on the arm. That would have been a foul call if the play would have been followed through. A couple players into the ball game. Number 25 for Kensington, that's Tina Hudson, a 5'4" junior. Also Tanya Moline for Northern Valley, the 5'5" sophomore. Sides takes a chair. Good move by head coach Bill Lowry, getting her out with 2:15 to go in this third quarter. Moline, top of the key, right side to Stacy Ross. That time it was Telegram, and Werner picks it off and drives the length of the floor. Moline recovers, though, showing some good quickness, knocks it out of bounds, but Kensington will get the basketball.
Kensington, they have to get a basket right here, cut the lead down to 4 before the end of the third quarter.
Plenty of time to do it. 2:05 to go. Shot from way out by Norden, partially blocked by Ross. Got contact after the shot, though. Let's see. It's a clean block. It's going to be a foul against Kensington.
It's going to be on Werner.
Foul on Michelle Werner. That's going to be her 3rd. She tried to step in and pick up the loose ball after the block shot by Stacy Ross. On the attack, Northern Valley, Kaiser taking the dribble down the right side. A reach-in by Denise Rice, and she's going to be called with a foul. As she got, oh no, the foul's going to be on number 22 on Kaiser. They're going to call it an offensive foul. Foul on number 22, Kirsten Kaiser. That should be her 3rd. So slowly but surely, the Northern Valley Huskies picking up a good number of fouls, and head coach Bill Lowry forced to go a little bit deeper to his bench. Senior Nancy Hogan coming into the ballgame, a 5'9" senior. She's been playing well underneath, providing some depth off that bench. Surprise late in the season for head coach Bill Lowry. Going to the line, Denise Rice for Kensington. Denise, a 5'5" senior, trailing by 6. She makes it 5. Northern Valley with a 5-point lead, 30-25 now. Denise Rice on the ball game, 9 points. 1:57 to go, third quarter action. Second shot, rolls around off the left side. Hogan is into the ball game, gets her first offensive rebound. 30-25, Rice couldn't cut into that lead. Right side to Stacy Ross. Ooh, Norden comes over and knocks the ball out of bounds. And she gets a little bit of Stacy Ross in the act. So the ball knocked out of bounds by Norden. She picks up her first foul of the ball game. Kensington committed the foul. That was a foul on Norden. Northern Valley puts up shot, going right to left. Kaiser right side, back to the lane, over to Stacy Ross, fake left, drives down the lane. Her shot doesn't go. Good move by Ross, but pulled down by Grauerholz for the missed shot. Outlet to Denise Rice, pulls up her dribble. She had Hudson ahead, couldn't get it to her as Northern Valley was back on defense, cutting off that exit way to the basket. Kensington on the process, though, loses it out of bounds. Northern Valley's basketball.
Lance, I think the pressure by Northern Valley is causing Kensington to rush their passes, and that's why they're coming up with some bad passes like what they have been, like just right there.
Northern Valley gets it. They're going against Kensington's zone. Shot by Stacy Ross on the right wing off the heel of the basket. Ball knocked out. Kaiser gets the basketball back. Forces the pass to Valine. 1:03 to go. Kensington picks up the loose ball. Here comes Rice. 2-on-1. Pulls up on the right side of the lane. Off the free throw line. No good. Got a whistle in contact. Valine and Hudson going for the loose ball. Foul on number underneath the performance. gets the rebound and turns around immediately and looks for that outlet pass to start that fast break.
But the difference right now, as I said, is the fact that Northern Valley is getting back and intercepting that outlet pass, and maybe Chris Garholt should maybe slow down a little bit and look first, or, make sure that they have the outlet pass.
Northern Valley, one of the quicker teams Kensington has probably faced all year. Shot by Hudson off the right wing, doesn't go as they control the tip for the start of this fourth quarter. And we've got an offensive foul. Rice was in position. Oh, they said it was just traveling on the part of Kaiser. She turned around, there was contact, and she dropped the basketball. They said an offensive turnover for Northern Valley, so Kensington gets the basketball trailing by 4.
23 turnovers for the Huskies.
Ooh, head coach Bill Lowry is not going to like that. Inside pass to Werner, down low, left side, Groundholtz. Over Ross, let's see, foul inside underneath the basket. No, they're going to say 3 seconds on Kensington, so no contact, no foul, but a turnover for Kensington. So both teams being hampered by turnovers. They're trading turnovers at each end of the court. Kensington back in their zone defense. Kaiser, right side, Stacy Ross, down low to Tisha Davis. Baseline from 15, she gets it. Tisha over pressure, gets her 10th point of the ball game. Now 32-26. Rice almost loses it on the far side. Kaiser all over her, and they better get back to help her. Almost runs out of time, and in doing so, she throws the ball away. Davis runs in and picks it off. Northern Valley with the lead, and the basketball sides down the lane, off the back of the glass. No good. Monica Ross with a rebound. Make that Stacy Ross with the rebounds, out of bounds, but last touch by Kensington. Good position by Stacy. Kensington couldn't come up with a loose ball, so sides to inbounds it. She finds Stacy Ross on the inbounds play. Stacy takes it to the basket. Good move, and she's fouled as she was putting up a shot. Boy, fine move by Stacy to get open. Foul on number 25, Tina Hudson. That's her second. That time Stacy put the ball to the floor in one dribble, sidestepped the defender, and went up to the left side of the basket. And she was fouled. Shot didn't go down, but she's at the line for 2 shots now. Both teams in the bonus.
This is the first time Northern Valley has been to the line in this half. Like I said, only 2 of 6 from the line in the first half, so they haven't been to the line that much in the ball game.
First shot doesn't go. Second one does. Stacy Ross finally gets a free throw to drop. She has 9 points in the ball game. She didn't score in the third quarter. Her first points of the second half. 33-26. Northern Valley out in front. Down low. Werner left baseline over Davis. No good. Rebound. Stacy Ross. We've got a whistle. It's going to go against the white, black, and gold of Kensington. Let's see who they call it on. I believe it's going to be on Rice. Foul on number 15, Denise Rice. The official said she was pushing. That's going to be number 4 on her if it's correct. So she's the first ball player for Kensington to get in foul trouble. And Coach Yaxel responds by sending number 33, Faye Hahn, the junior, into the ball game. She saw some playing time early. Also in the ball game for Kensington, Michelle Crine, a 5'4" senior.
Lance, Hahn came in for Warner, and I can't be sure that maybe that foul was not on Warner. And that would be her 4th.
Well, we'll decipher this all and get it to you. 34-26, Northern Valley with the lead. Second shot by Sides goes. 8 points now for Rhonda. We'll check the lineups here. Full court pressure again applied by Northern Valley. On the dribble, Denise Rice. Over to Hahn, out of bounds behind her back. So turnover for Kensington. And Kensington head coach Jeff Yaxel calls a timeout. You're listening to Stereo Country 95 KKAN Phillipsburg. We'll be back for more after this on Stereo Country 90. The lead, and they're trying to open it up right now. 35-26 over Kensington. 6:41 to go in fourth quarter play. Northern Valley has the basketball and a 9-point lead. Kensington having trouble against the defense of Northern Valley. Shot left side by Monica Ross. Doesn't go. Norton with the rebound, looking for the outlet. Taken by Kaiser. Shot by Sides on the right side of the lane. She gets it. Rhonda Sides with 10 points this afternoon. 6:21 to go on the drive. Hahn, and we've got a whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul, I believe. Northern Valley gets the basketball. Let's follow the official over. Foul on number 33. That was Hahn as she was dribbling. She tried to clear out the lane with her arm, and the official caught her. So that's almost as bad as a turnover when you turn the ball or commit an offensive foul. Northern Valley looking down court, knocked out of bounds there by Norton.
Kensington's starting to apply full court pressure now. They've got to try to get back in the ball game.
Down by 11. Largest lead for Northern Valley. Led at the third quarter mark, 30-26. 4 points, that's all the closer Kensington has been able to come. Side, right side, back to Sides from Monica Ross. Her shot from the right baseline doesn't go. Sides had the open shot. Just didn't fall. We've got a whistle. It's going to be a foul against Northern Valley. Foul on number...
Looks going to be on number 24, Lance.
24. I swear he put up the 4 first and then the 2. But the foul on number 24, Tisha Davis, that's her third. I was looking down the Northern Valley roster for a 42, and they didn't have one. Going to the line will be number 33, Hahn. Her first shot doesn't go off the front of the rim, and she gets the rebound back, and she drops it off to Rice, but they say that she was straddling the timeline, so they're going to call a double back situation. So another turnover for Kensington. As they follow the shot, had a break. They turned the ball over. Northern Valley on the attack. 5:55 to go. Fourth quarter into Davis. She turns around for the shot, but she's hacked on the arm. It's going to be a 1-and-1 situation.
It's going to be on number 33, Fei Han. That will be her second.
11-point lead, plenty of time in the ball game. We've got 3 5s up there in the clock. 5:55 to go. At the line, Kaiser. Or make that Davis. First one goes in. She's only missed 1 free throw for the ball game.
What a great free throw shooter. Just doing an excellent job this evening.
11 points for Tisha Davis. Gives them a 12-point lead, rolling in and around and finally down. Tisha Davis does it at the line, 39-26. Pass from Hahn, looking for Grauerholz on the fast break, over her head and out of bounds. So Northern Valley gets the basketball. Full court pressure applied by Kensington, 5:45 to go. That time Stacy Ross is called for traveling on the far side before she got to the half-court line. She was looking to dish the ball off, not feeling comfortable dribbling it, looking back for sides, and she dragged her pivot foot after she had picked up her dribble. Kensington gets it right back, and they lose it right back. Coming up with a loose ball, Tisha Davis driving down the lane, looking low to Kaiser, taken away there nicely by Norton. And we've got a whistle. There's going to be a foul call on the play. I believe it's going to be against number 22, Kirsten Kaiser. Yes, it is. Kirsten reaching in after the ball stolen by Norton. That's going to be 4 on Kirsten. So Jackie Norton will go to the free throw line as she came up with a nice steal. So Northern Valley had a little fast break of their own off that turnover by Kensington. But Norton stepped in and took the ball right back. 5:39 to go, fourth quarter action. 39-26. Northern Valley with a lead. Norton gets it to drop. Jackie with only her third point of the ball game. She had a bucket early on. First point of the second half. Second shot finds the mark this time. Prettier than the first one, all net. 39-28. 11-point lead now for Northern Valley. And Northern Valley with 3 players in foul trouble. 4 fouls each for 3 ball players. And Kensington not able to take advantage of that. Kaiser with the drive to the basket on the left side. She gets it. Kirsten Kaiser drives to the basket. She's fouled by Michelle Crine. That's going to be her first. Good movement by Kaiser. That time she got around Crine, and Crine in no position to defend that one, and she reached in as Kaiser took the shot. So Kaiser goes to the line. First foul by Crine. Kaiser gets a 3-point play for Kirsten. Points 6 and 7 for Kirsten. On the dribble, Rice. Left side, Norton. They break the pressure. 5:22 to go. 42-28. Down low to Hahn. Her shot doesn't fall. Grauerholz with a follow. We're going to have a jump ball situation. That time Grauerholz showed she can pass too as she spotted Fei Han down on the right side as she was in the center of the lane and followed the missed shot.
Lance, a statistical note right here. Northern Valley with 25 turnovers. Kensington with 26.
Tap control by Grauerholz out to Norton. Back out to Rice. They're playing catch for a second. Norton down low to Grauerholz, who's posting way out on the left side against Monica Ross. On the drive is Hahn. She was thinking about taking it into the lane, and the official said she took an extra step. Tried to kickstart, she took an extra step to get going. Going out of the ballgame will be Hahn. Back in will be Hudson. That's Tina Hudson, the 5'4" junior. Inbounding the basketball will be Kaiser. Over to sides. Back to Stacy Ross on the dribble across the timeline against Hudson. Kensington still staying in that zone. And Northern Valley not wasting any time. They're continually attacking it. Davis, free throw line. Dribbling around. Rice, her shot up over 3. Doesn't go. Sides. Finds the basketball. Drive down the lane. Blocked by Grauerholz. Outlet pass by the Goldbugs. Here's Rice on the drive against Sides, and Sides strips the basketball away. That's the second time she's done that tonight. Kaiser comes up with a loose basketball, or this afternoon, I should say. Sun's still shining. Sides, an excellent defensive play. Left side, Kaiser. Inside pass to Davis. Right side, Stacy Ross. Her shot up and partially blocked by Grauerholz, and they're going to call contact and a foul on Chris. The foul on Chris Grauerholz, that should be foul number 2. Going to the line will be Stacy Ross. So they make it foul number 3 on Chris. Stacy Ross going to the line, a 5'8" sophomore. 9 points on the night for Stacy. 42-28 now, Northern Valley with the lead. First one doesn't go. That's a two-shot foul for Stacy. 4:26 to go in this fourth quarter.
Warner getting ready to check back in for Kensington.
Second shot doesn't go. Pulled down by Hahn. Outlets to Hudson, back over to Norton. Each of these teams probably facing their toughest opponent tonight and each other. I don't think they've ever encountered a team as good as the team they're playing tonight. On the dribble, Rice, she runs into Norton, just hands it off as Norton expected her to go around on the screen setup, but Rice pulled up the dribble. Rice on the right baseline now, looks inside, good feed by Rice. Shot by Hahn, doesn't go, she saves it back in bounds, and Rice, top of key, comes up with it over to Hudson. On the dribble, back to Norton. That time, good penetration by Kensington to get inside the pressure of Northern Valley. Shot from the way outside on the left wing is Tina Hudson. 4 points for Tina. 42-30 now, Northern Valley with a lead. Davis comes down with a high pass, and she tried to keep that pivot foot planted, and she looked down court to throw the ball off, and she extended, she threw the ball out of bounds. Into the ball game again, Michelle Werner. Taking a chair, Faye Hahn. So Werner back in the ball game. She was saddled, that was her fourth foul earlier. Pass from Grauerholz looking towards the basket to Werner. Chris overthrew the basket and the player, and it went out of bounds.
29th turnover for Kensington.
That's something that's been haunting the Goldbugs all year. Northern Valley not having as much trouble with a turnover in the past. They're doing it today, though. Kensington has been hurt by it in the past, and they're showing the effects of it tonight. Davis, right baseline. Back out to Kaiser, left side to Sides from about 5. Make it 10. She shot it from the free throw line. Sides picks up her 12th point of the ball game. 44-30. Northern Valley again, full court pressure. 3:11 to go, fourth quarter play. Kensington inbounds the basketball. Rice on the dribble across the timeline against Kaiser. Kaiser knocks it around, but Werner comes up with a loose ball from the middle of the lane from about 8. She gets it. Werner showing good sense for the basketball. 9 points for Michelle. 2:56 to go now, 44-32. Kensington trailing Northern Valley. Left side, Davis. Through the lane, she pulls up, back out the sides. Kensington still in that zone. Down the middle of the lane, her shot won't fall. Got contact and a whistle. Ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Michelle, or rather Jackie Norton. So Northern Valley gets the basketball. Top of the key, Kaiser cut off there by Rice. Down low pass to Davis, blocked by Grauerholz. Got a jump ball coming up with a loose ball. 2 ball players, Michelle Werner for Kensington and Stacy Ross for Northern Valley. So the senior Werner jumps it up against the sophomore Ross. Toss up and controlled by Stacy Ross over to Davis, left side. Her shot against Grauerholz doesn't go, but we've got contact as Chris Grauerholz, looking a little frustrated right now, picks up her 4th foul. Going to the line will be Tisha Davis. Chris Grauerholz, foul number 4. That could be dangerous, but you're running out of time. That's even more dangerous. 2:30 to go. 44-32. Northern Valley out in front. The game stacking up similar to what the coaches expected. First shot by Davis goes in. They expected a very fast-paced ball game with defense playing the key, and I think that's what's been the factor of at least 3/4 of these turnovers. Second shot by Davis finds the mark. 46-32. Kensington playing a similar ball game as they did against Palco. Shot by Grauerholz off the left side. She's got it. Fine move by Chris. A fast break. Ball movement down. She has her 6th point of the ball game. Northern Valley a much better team than Palco. They're showing it today. 46-34. Northern Valley on in front. Down low. Right wing. Davis pushes the front. Shot doesn't go. Up the rebound north, and they're going to say that going over the back was Stacy Ross. Stacy picks up a foul for Northern Valley. Going to the line will be Jackie Norton. Foul number 4 on Stacy. So look at this, with 4 fouls, Rhonda Sides, Kirsten Kaiser, Stacy Ross, and Monica Ross. 4 ball players with 4 fouls.
And I think Coach Lowry is probably breathing a sigh of relief that the game is starting to wind down, because they could really be in some trouble.
At the line, Norton, her shot, falls in, hit the front of the rim and rolled over. Jackie Norton, 6 points in the ball game. Kensington just not able to take advantage of the foul situation. Second shot by Norton goes in that time. 46-36, Northern Valley with the lead and the basketball. A minute 15. 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter action. Stacey Ross right side. Kensington down a man. Davis with the ball inside. Loses it. Back out to Monica Ross. Growlholz went down. Couldn't come up with it. Now they're switching to that man like I indicated. Down low pass intended for Davis. Off her hand. Stacey Ross can't come up with it. So a turnover for Northern Valley. Kensington looking to cut into that 10-point lead. They've only got a minute 37 to do it. Rice on the dribble. She pulls it up. Looking back to Norton. You don't want to pass the ball backward or sideways. You want to pass it down court. Norton loses the basketball. And that's why.
The thing that's hurt Kensington is Denise Rice pulling up her dribble. She's got to keep the ball alive. When she pulls up her dribble in backcourt, she's in a lot of trouble.
Davis from the wing, open. She takes a shot. Doesn't go. Werner with the rebound. Even more important, the girls from Kensington are not going to the pass. They're not going to the basketball. On the drive down court off the outlet pass, Rice with the shot doesn't go. Hudson with a follow. There's Growlholz. She goes up, but she is whacked, said the official, by Rhonda Sides. The ball knocked way out. So Sides made sure she didn't get the shot. That's going to be foul number 5 on Rhonda. So again, she fouls out. That's the second ball game in a row. Rhonda has taken a chair early, but only with a minute 4 left in this ball game. 46-36. Northern Valley with the lead. Kensington calls a timeout. We'll take 1-2. Northern Valley with a 10-point lead. We'll be back for more on Stereo Country 95 right after this.
Sponsors helping bring you this Northern Valley girls game on KKAN include Whitney Construction and Farms Incorporated of Norton, dirt construction of terraces, ponds, dams, conservation work, and trucking. That is what it's about.
The Kensington offense is just not really being able to get those shots to drop. Again, they're cold from the field, and they're not able to shut off Northern Valley inside.
The one word tonight, as in every ball game we've had, is consistency and just steady playing. It's got Northern Valley all the way through this ball game, and steady and consistent play is what's got them their lead.
Chris Growlholz with her front end of a 2-shot foul. Misses the first one. Again, fouling out Rhonda Sides. Chris on the ball game, 6 points. Transition, I guess that's another key word. Second shot falls for Chris. Now 46-37. They cut it down to single digits. Kaiser on the dribble. She's triple team. Gets it out to Stacey Ross. Pulls up her dribble. Has the sidestep. Denise Rice was coming back on defense. Get man-to-man by Kensington. 54 seconds. Kaiser's fouled. Hudson did the honors that time. Nothing intentional, but the clock's running down, and you got to get Northern Valley to the line to stop that clock. Both teams able to come off the defensive boards and attack on offense fairly effectively, but Kensington just turning the ball over too many times on that transition game. First shot doesn't fall by Kaiser, so it worked. Growlholz gets a rebound, but on her outlet, she turns the ball over. Pass down low to Davis, knocked out of bounds by Growlholz. It's going to be Northern Valley basketball. So many times tonight we've seen Kensington get the defensive board and then throw the ball away and give Northern Valley that second shot. On the right side, that's Stacey Ross with 2 points on the inbounds pass.
What a great inbounds pass by Northern Valley, and another turnover right there for Kensington.
That was Norton looking down court as she pulled up her dribble a little bit too soon. So Northern Valley gets the basketball right back, 48-37. Inbounds pass down the middle of the lane. We've got a whistle. Let's see. Stacey Ross came up with it. It's going to go against Northern Valley as Chris Growlholz clapping her hands. Foul on number 24, Tisha Davis. They said she pushed off trying to get position inside. For Tisha, that should be number 3. So going to the line on the other end will be Michelle Werner.
30 turnovers for Kensington so far.
Boy, that's enough to make Mr. Naismith roll over a few times in the old grave, isn't it? First shot goes in by Werner. Fine-looking athlete, a 5'9" senior.
I don't think he meant for the ball game for it to be turned out this way.
And we've got a lane violation. As I said, Werner stepped over the free throw line. So the second free throw missing anyway. Negated. So Northern Valley gets the basketball back. 48-38. Bounding the basketball. Stacey Ross looking for somebody. Looking for Valine, who's in the ball game. Errant pass, but Tanya runs it down. Ooh, Kaiser on the dribble. Takes it down, and she's tripped up there by Rice. Her knees are going to be sore after that one. So the foul on Denise Rice is going to be her fourth. They'll make that her third, they say.
Northern Valley 8 for 12 from the line thus far in the second half, and that's going to make them 10 for 16 so far for the ball game.
Into the ball game, Nancy Hogan at the line. Kirsten Kaiser, 35 seconds to go. Northern Valley with a 10-point lead. And she gets the roll and the drop. Kirsten Kaiser gets her 8th point of the ball game. Nothing is functionally pretty about this ball game, but they're getting a job. Second shot doesn't fall. Grauerholz with a rebound. She looks down court on the outlet. She finds somebody this time. Here's Rice on the dribble. Left side around Kaiser. And she falls down with the basketball. No contact. Trying to go to the basket, but Northern Valley just back too quick on defense. Taking a seat. Tisha Davis into the ball game. Jamie Covington. Another turnover for Kensington. I think the quickness and the ability of Northern Valley to get back on D has really hurt Kensington in this ball game.
Northern Valley, just an outstanding defensive ball club. They have played great defense this whole ball game.
Kaiser on the dribble. They break the pressure. 20 seconds, but Grauerholz comes up with a loose ball. She's on the dribble. Right side. Goes all the way to the hoop, and she's got it. Chris Grauerholz with 9 points in the ball game. 8 seconds to go. 49-40. Northern Valley down low. Taken away by Kaiser. 4, 3, 2. Kaiser on the dribble. Right side. She's going to take it all the way down. No shot, but that ends the ball game. A 9-point win for Northern Valley, 49-40. We'll wrap up this ball game and be back for more from the Cheyenne Conference Tournament at Palco High School right after this on Stereo Country 95.
Some of the fine sponsors helping bring you Northern Valley basketball on.
And that's all the closer they got. Also close to double figures, but not quite. Denise Rice had 9, and Chris Grauerholz had 9. 6 points for Jackie Norton, and 4 points for Tina Hudson. So I guess Kensington turnovers knocked them out of this second round ball game early on. Northern Valley committed about the same amount of turnovers, but they were able to capitalize on the turnovers and take advantage of their second and third shot opportunities. Again, Northern Valley posting that win today, 49-40. Coming up yet in second round action yet in our 4:30 ball game. Northern Valley's at it again. They'll challenge the Logan boys. That yet ahead. We're about 10 minutes away from that ball game. So